Welcome back. Now, we just spent a lot of time talking football, but Brandon, what about the other sports here on Delmarva?
Yeah, let's talk about football. The Bennett girls soccer team hosting the Seahawks. Both teams were really good last season, but the Clippers swept Decatur last year. Let's see how they played earlier today. Bennett jumped out to an early 1-0 lead before Shaylee Boyle tied things up with that penalty kick that her teammates and visiting crowd were very happy to see. The Clippers saw them celebrating a little too hard, though. Like MJ, they took it personally.
Yeah, they sure did. It was a whole bunch of goals. They had poured it on from this point, goal after goal after goal. Ella Briggs, you see her on your screen right there.
We've seen her for a few years now. She's fantastic.
Yeah, and she definitely showed her worth in this play right there. Drills that goal right there. But she's not done. She gets another one at the end of the game. That makes it a 5-1 victory in favor of the Clippers. Obviously, the Bennett Clippers were really, really good last year. Obviously, Decatur was too, but Bennett was able to go a little bit farther. I think they lost in the region semifinals, regional championship, and they're definitely looking like a team that can do really well in the playoffs as well when the season is all done and wrapped up. Now, let's move over to the field, hockey field. The Delmarva Wildcats are the most dominant dynasty in Delaware right now, and they are continuing to mow down their competition this season. Jordan Holloman had a hat trick in the first half. The Wildcats take down Indian River 8-1 this week. They've outscored their opponents, Brandon, 33-2 in their first 4 games.
Yeah, that's impressive. What's even more impressive is they're not even letting teams have a chance at scoring. They've outshot teams 117-4. So they've played 4 games and 4 shots on goal against them. They control the ball. When you always have the ball, you have no chance of losing. Jordan Holloman with 17 goals to start this season, so she is proving to be one of the best players in all of Delaware, following in her sister's footsteps. And finally, talking about the rematch in Division I from last night. A lot of emotion in this game.
Yeah, sure
we
was.
saw it. Not many field hockey games in Delaware have this type of emotion to it in the regular season when it comes to pitting title contenders against each other. But Smyrna defeating Cape Henlopen in the Division I title game last fall at the University of Delaware. Cape was out to prove that they are still the dominant team in Division I. The Eagles took the early lead. Smyrna held a shutout after 1 half of play. The Vikings could not get it past goalie Haley Geiger, though.
No, they would eventually. They finally got one in the second half. Kate Austin's Vikings strike out of the break. The ball gets through the scrum and finds Devin Gregory's stick, and she puts it in for the goal. High drama in the final minutes, though. Drew Moffitt one-on-one with Morgan Newcomb, and let's see who wins that battle. It's Moffitt. You hear the excitement right there in the background. Is it possible that we have seen a changing of the guard in Delaware's Division I? Because the Smyrna Eagles win again 2-1 over Cape.
I mean, last year in the regular season, it was a 1-goal game between Smyrna and Cape. The shots on goal were very even. Last year in the championship game up at University of Delaware, Smyrna wins in overtime. This time, Smyrna wins in regulation with a few minutes to go. Smyrna has some incredibly talented players like Bree Moffitt, who's one of the top 100 sophomores to watch nationally.
Absolutely. And her sister Drew Moffitt, who hit that game-winning goal as well for the Eagles there. They're definitely a team to watch out for. Maybe they may be starting a new dynasty, or maybe challenging Cape Henlopen, where it's going to be just those two in the title game for years to come. Now, coming up, a crash in Felton leaves a man dead. Plus, a Delaware man has been sentenced to 20 years for a robbery. More details coming up.
Hi, I'm Enrique Bradfield Jr. I'm with the Delmarva Shorebirds, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.